This is the place?
I've pinpointed the source of Maggie Z's radio transmissions. This is it.
Like, are you sure they didn't come from that burger joint we passed earlier? I'm just asking.
Wait, I know this place. Rockin' Roller Coaster Land. It's a theme park started by one of my favorite musicians, the Guitar Ghoul.
I don't like the sound of that.
Who is this guitar ghoul?
Nobody knows. He appears and disappears, where and when he wants to.
And who are you?
Alvin Wiener, the Guitar Ghoul's biggest fan. Tonight, he's on a rampage. He's frightened everyone else away.
How's it going, everybody? Playing some more Scooby Unmasked today, and today begins our journey through Rockin' Roller Coaster. Now, I've played this through already. This is all post-commentated. I actually came to like this area a lot more this time around compared to when I was younger and I played this game. I think it might have been like just my experience being younger, and the game was just seemed a lot more difficult to me. But honestly, going through it now, it's a lot more simple. There's still some very tricky parts in this haunted house level, but for the rest of the amusement park, it is really not that bad, and I just really enjoyed it.
There's some strange sounds coming from the haunted house. You might want to check it out.
Okay.
As of recording this video, I haven't beaten the boss fight yet.
This place is like mega uber creepy, Scoob. Yeah.
But I will possibly do that today. We'll see.
I'm a Guitar Ghoul fan too.
Really? Well, he is one of the greatest guitar players of all time.
Have you seen the Guitar Ghoul tonight?
Oh yes. What a wonderful, terrible sight he was.
Okay, let's just see what these guys have to say quick.
Don't get too close, doggy. I'm allergic.
Me too.
And Daphne.
We need to find some clues.
Alright, so basically, this world seems like it's kind of a combination of Foul Play and Funland, and it's something with the Big Top episode from Scooby Where Are You? But to me, that's kind of what this world seems like it is, especially because one of the villains is from the Big Top episode. Trying to think what that guy was called. I don't know, but whatever his name is, he was the red clown from the clown episode. But it's just something in the Big Top, like I don't know what it's called, but it was an interesting episode for sure. Because it actually featured the gang getting hypnotized, which isn't really something that you see too often, at least in early Scooby. Seeing them act differently. And I want to say there was an episode where Shaggy was like later on in Scooby, I thought there was an episode where he was like hypnotized, or one of the gang members was hypnotized into being the ghost or something, but maybe I'm just misremembering. So, this is actually, I had to do 2 playthroughs of the house because I missed a bunch of things my first time through, and it took me quite a while to find some of the items. This is a playthrough where it went much more smoothly. Some of the items are actually really well hidden in this world. So if you're unfamiliar with the game, which I was, it may take you some time to find these items, just because they're kind of in areas where you wouldn't expect them to necessarily be. There's not really any indications, at least that I can tell, of how you get these items, which I'll show in a bit. And it was taking me a while to figure out how to get this snack, but you just go up to this chair, and then you can just tap over to this. I think I make it this time. The only annoying part, really, about this level, and the swing from chandeliers, is just kind of the camera angles in certain areas. It's a little annoying. It's still better than Night of 100 Frights' camera, but just kind of got to be careful with like timing your jumps precisely and not taking a big old fall anywhere. So I thought these invisible ghost cart thingies could hurt you. They actually can't. And as to how they work, I'm assuming it's projection based. I don't know how it would be moving all the way back and forth if it wasn't a projection. For some reason, you can I don't know why I said reason twice, but you can jump backwards. I don't know why that is, because I don't think he'd grab what's behind him, but maybe he would. I never tested that this level. One of the first items is actually coming up, and I mean, knowing from a where are you perspective with the moving bookshelves, you'd figure this out, but you actually have to walk into them for a bit, and then it finally will open up. I think I found it out from, there's one later on in the level that I figure out they finally move, and I was like, oh my gosh, I must have missed this somewhere else, and lo and behold, I did miss that first bookshelf. It probably took me like a good half hour just wandering the level, trying to figure out what I missed, and then lo and behold, the bookshelf moves after like a few seconds, which, it's really weird because there's no other bookshelves in this area, like the entire amusement park. As far as I know, this is like the only time in the game where you actually have to like stand in front of something for a few seconds before like the secret will show itself. And I guess the only other way you'd know this is from the moving bookshelf in When the Heck's Going On in the Scooby-Doo Where Are You? But other than that, I don't know how you'd know to move the bookshelves. Because just standing in front of them, like for less than like 5 seconds, doesn't move them. So I don't know. And this is one of the new enemies for this level. They're I don't know what Scooby calls them, but they're pretty annoying to deal with actually. That spinning attack there that she does consistently, it doesn't damage you, just knocks Scooby back. The fire will damage you if it hits you, and then I believe if she kicks you, it'll damage you as well. But that little attack there does nothing to Scooby because he's a tough little dog. So just be careful. I think it's in one of the next worlds that I learned that sliding against these ladies actually takes them down faster. So you primarily want to use the sliding attacks to take care of them. Otherwise they're just going to be spinning forever. Which I guess works too. Whatever you want to do. I don't know that I really tested out sliding against spiders. I would assume it would be faster to kill them, but maybe not. I don't know how the ground pound damage is dealt. Maybe it'd be effective against these guys. I'm not sure. And then there's a little spot like right here by this checkpoint thing. For some reason the rats in the hole kept on coming back whenever I'd fall off. So I used this to grind some rubber. Again, I don't know why it was happening, but I was able to get 200 rubber, I think, in my first playthrough. This playthrough, I only fell off, I think, twice, maybe 3 times. Probably 3 times now in this area. It's a pretty big pain in the butt, but I got through it eventually. I fell off on this little wall here a few times because Scooby would jump up and then he'd slide off the wall. And that was a nightmare. And then there's going to be an edited part coming up when I get back to this room, because you do backtrack to this room. Don't worry about that clue, because you will be getting it later. You know, it looks scary, like you're not going to get it, like you might be missing something, but trust me, you're not missing anything right now. Which is honestly really weird that so far the only item in this area has been the trap piece. Like, everything else is kind of like towards the end of the level. I don't know why they chose to do that for this level, but they did. So, for those who think like, oh, am I missing something? No, you're not. You're good. Just gotta be patient in this world, because I was like kind of wandering all over in the first recording I did this, and there was no reason to be wandering all over because everything else is basically at the end of the level. Towards the end, I guess. And this part was kind of a pain too. I think I only perished on this part like twice. One of which you just saw, but the other times I cut out just to make the video a bit faster. So this area here is actually where we're going to be getting another one of our items. And here I kind of used the slide a little bit. This bookshelf over here, I believe it's the one with the item. You can see how it's kind of perishing to this ghost girl. This is the health pickup, and then I want to say the other one's in here too. At least I thought it was. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, right against that wall. I believe it's the second clue. And the reason I didn't take her out there is because I didn't want her to fall off the platform so I could get out of the mudroom. But this is the second clue. And it seems to be a picture of people sliding on a roller coaster. So I'm really curious, during normal times, like when the park isn't being haunted, what exactly was this, how is this haunted mansion supposed to be, like, traversed? Because they got those roller coaster things, but half the tracks are broken, and unless the Guitar Ghoul broke everything in like one night or so, I don't really know how all this stuff ended up in this bad a shape, unless it was just a very poorly treated amusement park. Which I suppose that could be the case. Knowing some of these abandoned parks, like how they got to be abandoned, it wouldn't surprise me, honestly. And then we got this little fence over here, and we can't do anything quite yet with this. But don't worry, we'll be back in that area soon enough. So I do think I backtrack here just because I thought I missed something, but you can tell I was trying everything just to make sure that there's nothing I missed here. Some areas it does look like you'll be able to miss some of the items, and some areas you can actually miss the items, but fortunately this area was not one of those areas. Careful of the roofs, because you will slide down them and you'll perish if you fall, and we don't want that. So just take care of these guys, or ignore them if you really want to, but you'll need the mother for the item at the end, the ingredient. A little backtracking here, just because I'm paranoid about forgetting items, or missing them, I suppose. And I just realized that Scooby had the roll there again, because I haven't used that since the first video. Which I don't really know if is it fast movement? I'll probably have to test that out. I'm assuming it's used in speedruns though, because it does seem like it would make you pretty fast. But I don't know. It looks weird at the same time. And I do kind of like the ambiance out here. It's very peaceful. It kind of reminds me of Spyro 2. And a little bit of Enter the Dragonfly.
Help! Spiders!
So these little gargoyles that you can swing from aren't as terrifying as the chandeliers, fortunately. They look terrifying, but Scooby seems to grab these guys a little bit better than the chandeliers. I don't know why that is. But from what I was understanding of the chandeliers, you have to press X for Scooby to grab them again. If you don't, or hold X. If you don't hold X, Scooby for some reason won't grab the chandeliers and you'll fall. Every time I held X, Scooby would grab on. Every time I didn't grab or hold X, Scooby would fall. So I don't know why that is. It seems like a weird gameplay choice. Unless I was just conveniently missing them, like every time I didn't hold X. I don't know. The energy balls will take care of everything in one hit, so if you can somehow manage to get the energy ball out, you can kill all these guys in one energy ball. We do want to backtrack here. I perished there. We do want to backtrack here just because there's an ingredient up here. And ingredients are good for Scooby because he never gains weight. Hashtag goals. And those ladies do that creepy laugh. I was like, oh my gosh, why does this bring me nostalgia of all things? So that takes care of her. To me, this seems like a kind of strange spot to put the popcorn in the amusement park. I feel I think it's the next level. It's either next level or the level after that is actually a circus tent. And to me, that seems a lot more fitting than a Haunted Mansion to have popcorn. I mean, I know they have to put ingredients in every level, but putting the popcorn in the Haunted Mansion seems like a very strange choice. But evidently, maybe someone got lost up here with their popcorn and never came back. But if this was a real amusement park, holy cow, I would probably come to this place, because this must cost a lot of money.
Where do you think you're going?
Yikes!
How's this for a ride?
Oh no! Not good.
So you just want to grab these little gargoyle things as soon as you start sliding down. If you do slide down, I'm pretty sure you'll just respawn back up at the top. And this is going to be our third clue up here, but you do want to drop down though, because I'm pretty sure there's an ingredient down there. Let's just see what I decide to do. Oh, and for some reason, this world's scare is a jack-in-the-box, which I kind of get because it's amusement park themed, but I don't like that it makes that same noise as it did for the dudes that were hiding in the doors in Chinatown. But I guess it's to signify you to like a threat or something. And I guess there was no ingredients down here. There was mubber and whatnot, so, and the health pickup, which I kind of wasted by taking damage. But it is what it is, so nothing else is down there. So you can just backtrack up here. And I like that purple light actually killed that spider. That was kind of funny. It's actually cool though that they included that mechanic that if an enemy walks into the purple, it does what it should. It kills them because it's anti-mubber lighting, which I just thought was a cool little touch. Because they didn't have to design it that way, but they did. So this is the final stretch of the level. This is where a lot of the final ingredients are going to be. And the final clue. And at this point, I think we probably have pretty close to enough mubber for the final ingredient. One thing I do want to say though, a little bit off topic, but so in regards to Scooby-Doo, the videos are probably not going to be daily anymore. I just kind of wanted to get up to the amusement park level on the channel. But I'm probably thinking every other day I'll upload a video. But we'll just see.
Shrimps? Oh no, back! Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Rockin!
So, have you found any clues?
Yes, thanks to Scooby. According to this surveillance tape, the park has been plagued by a number of disturbing events.
Like, would you define disturbing, please?
First, rides started going crazy. Then animatronics began chasing people around. It was as if they had a life of their own.
This sounds like sabotage.
Here's the strange thing. The signal controlling the robots seemed to be coming from Ghoul Mountain in the water park.
Okay, gang, let's split up and look for clues. Scooby and Shaggy, you check out the water park. We'll try to find Alvin and learn more about this guitar ghoul.
I was afraid he'd say that.
This tape shows attractions going out of control and animatronics attacking people. Could it be sabotage? These springs come from the hamburger-shaped trampolines. Maybe the guitar ghoul uses them to move around. This is a photograph showing people in the roller coaster. I wonder if the culprit is on it.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Hello,
Scooby-Doo.
Did you
Hey,
find any
Scooby,
secrets?
you should find a way inside that water park.
Okay.
Hey, Scooby. I think I saw some food by the roller coaster entrance.
Thanks, Daphne.
Hi, Scoop. Here are the clues. Try to see if you can get inside the water park. That's where Ghoul Mountain is located.
Lobster. Scooby-Doo, like, where were you? Like, I don't know if I trust that wiener guy. Wiener. Hey, I wouldn't mind a giant hot dog right now. Me too. All right, time for some cooking. Broccoli, like, gotta eat our greens. Like, that's a great idea. Lobster. Oh yeah, popcorn. Like it's about time. I'm starving. Shrimps, like of course. Like hurry up and bring back more food. I'm famished.